So it was like Thanksgiving about like a year or two ago,
Mm.
and I brought home this girl I was seeing at the time,
On
and
your chest?
so my mom she offers her a bowl of pepper soup just as like a little appetizer or whatever, and she it's not a part of her culture obviously, so she's like kind of excited and she's like giving me like looks like ooh like I'm really ready to try this, so I'm like shoot, brace yourself. Um, so I'm chilling or whatever. Next thing you know, I start hearing like aggressive coughing, and my it starts to settle in. The spice starts to settle in, and she starts coughing, aggressively into a napkin. She's essentially dying. And then she looks over to my mom and asks her, if she has any oat milk for her. My mom she goes and gets up and to get it, and she doesn't leave me there by myself. She grabs me by my ear and pulls me to the kitchen. Doesn't really say any words, but she just starts nodding her head, shaking her head back and forth, giving me the angry look. So my question to you is, how many non-African partners can you bring to your household before it can be considered a treason to your bloodline?
I feel like if you did it again after that first time, then you would be towing the line. Then you'd be crossing the line. Honestly, when that girl asked for the oat milk, your mom she shouldn't have just grabbed you by the ear. She should have left as if she was going to get oat milk, go to the nearest tree and pluck down a branch and flog the both of you because it just shows an extreme lack of conviction and self esteem. Like I feel like making you're just kind of making your descendants fragile. You're kind of weakening your DNA. You're gentrifying your bloodline, and down the line, I feel like your ancestors are. I mean, your descendants are going to be afraid of loud music and you're pretty much kind of turning your bloodline into like an unseasoned piece of chicken breast. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right for sure. After that day, I kind of had to let her off easy.